That intro puts me in a money-making mood, Andre.
That intro slaps. It really does put me in a money-making mood. Do you think, speaking of money-making moods, Money Printer Jr. will be back to having his props?
Yes. I know that DraftKings is aware of the Yeah Mike movement, and because of that, they're not going to miss out. They aren't going to miss out. They know that if they put Mike on the sheet, they're going to get action on him. And so I would say be cautious. I think they're going to come in with some high lines early, but we'll see what happens.
There'll be a lot of looking at bet slips next Nuggets game and shouting, "Yeah, Mike," as you fill in the bet slip. The one wager you can place on one Michael Porter Jr. on the DraftKings Sportsbook. Most improved player. I posted this out last night. It was at plus 3,300. 14 hours later, just a mere hour ago, it has now moved to plus 2,000. So, congrats.
My God. Did you take it?
Of course. I've seen this all before. I knew this was going to happen. I told our clients and our constituents to jump in, and I hope they did, because that was a moneymaker.
You didn't text me.
It was on Twitter. This one you actually liked or retweeted, so I was like, okay, he's on board.
Gosh, dang.
Did you not?
No, I didn't.
This is a repeat of the Jokic MVP.
This is a repeat of like the GameStop stock. I don't know if you heard about that today.
No, tell me. I saw something vaguely, but I didn't have the time to go down that rabbit hole.
I mean, this will turn into a finance podcast if I go too far down this rabbit hole.
Probably should.
Basically, rich old people were trying to short GameStop stock. Internet gaming nerds, awesome people said, screw those guys. Let's all buy GameStop stock.
Whoa.
GameStop stock surges because those guys shorted it. There's some financial mumbo jumbo. They have to buy it to cover their losses. Okay. That creates it to double up. GameStop stock goes from like $7 to $150 in 24 hours.
What a disaster. Oh no, that's amazing. Okay, I love this. It's exactly like that. You're exactly right, Ryan.
Yeah, it's just like, that's how I feel. I feel like I missed out on both trains.
Same, absolutely. Yeah.
Anyways, that actually reminds me to tell people of my Galaxy Brain betting strategy. So you know how when you win, a lot of people say, "Oh, hey, now you're playing with house money." Right? My strategy, right? It's wrong, but my strategy: take that house money, invest it in the stock market, let that money make money for you. And heck, you could even put it into DraftKings stock, and then it's like some serious Galaxy Brain. Like, dude, you're helping DraftKings by being, by being a customer of DraftKings. They gave you the money, you put it right back in. Then there's like this circle of cash flow going on.
It's almost insider trading if we're doing that.
I'm scared I violated some sort of law.
But you're right. That is the next level Galaxy Brain. I'm stuck in parlaying college basketball. That worked for me last night.
Ooh, good job.
2-0-1, final leg on the right side the entire night. Texas Tech somehow press Virginia, gets me, but luckily they win by 1. I had Texas Tech at +1. I know some of our clients and constituents had Texas Tech at +1.5, so no push, outright win, but still, that was a push. So I lose a little value, a little yak, but still a nice night with that.
Never a complaint about a 2-leg parlay hitting.
Exactly.
Okay, so of course it is a in National Hockey League. That means we are going back to the well. 5-1 through 6 games. Mikko Rantanen 2.5 shots. The smart people at DraftKings are slowly but surely starting to catch on to our tricks. But it's still set at 2.5, which gives us a little bit of protection, a little bit of safety. I actually got in on early this morning, something I hate to do because I wanted to see if it would change throughout the day.
Look at
but
you.
It has stayed the same, minus 139, and that's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
We just bet it, take our wins, and move on.
5-1 this season, we should mention.
The only time it hasn't hit is the time the Avs were on a back-to-back. And that is that's the one thing I'm staying away from. So there we go. Now, Landy also 5-1 on the season on hitting his
crazy
on hitting his shots on goal. And I have vowed I will not take it because the one time I took it is when they did lose. When it did lose.
Did his not hit when Mikko's didn't hit as well? Second back-to-back night?
I can't remember. Cannot remember.
I haven't hit that yet, so I don't want to mess up any juju. Our AJ Hafley coming into the season told us that he didn't think Landy was going to, be heavy on the shot. So I'm sticking with him, and we're not going to mess with the juju for anything. But I love that. I think Landy's kind of a fun first scorer and stuff too. And
right.
Ryan got a parlay profit boost. I always complain that you're getting the special treatment from DraftKings. For once, it appears I am the favorite son, and I, of course, am putting Mikko Rantanen shots in that automatic without even thinking twice.
Ooh, so what is your parlay of choice here? Mikko shots and...
Well, I've had to think about this long and hard all day. I'm going with Joe Ingles over 1.5 threes. In the last 5 games, he's gone over really easily. And he's hitting threes at a tremendous clip. I'm getting at that at minus 118. And then here's a little galaxy brain for you, but I'm sticking to the props. You've said only props, too unpredictable regular season, and that's very true. So I'm going, the Wizards take on the Rockets. That means John Wall is back against his old team, and DraftKings or the bettors think, John Wall revenge game, and are hammering the over 21.5. Well, John Wall's only averaging 17 per game. He's on a trash team. They've been on kind of a prolonged break there for COVID-related reasons. So I'm taking under 21.5 points for John Wall. So Mikko, Joe Ingles, under. It has to be a 3-legger. That's plus 594 and then 100% profit boost plus 1187. So there you go. Fingers crossed.
That's like hitting the first touchdown if you get that one.
Yeah, that'll be real nice. That's
exciting. That is exciting. So yeah, I had such a bad night last night. No thanks to Jamal Murray. It was a real punch to the nuts. That he gets ejected from the game.
What was that? I've never had a surer bet just stripped like that in a moment's notice off some nonsense.
I had no idea what was happening. As you'll recall, I was at Topgolf, so no
audio. I was doing the same thing. Yes, I was no sound. That was like, what Jamal just left, and then I'm seeing replays, and it was terrible.
So what happens for me is, it looks like from my view, it looks like they've called an offensive foul on Murray, but I see him kind of protesting. So I'm thinking, as they go to the review, I'm thinking, Malone must have challenged it. And I'm happy about that because I noticed that he has 3 personal fouls already. I'm like, oh God, hopefully he wins the challenge, and that won't derail us. And I'm with Big Drive Spence, and all of a sudden he just goes, Murray just got ejected. And I'm just like, what? He's like, yep, he got ejected. And I look up and he's yelling at the ref, and I'm just like, no way. I believe we needed 28.5. We were at 22 early in the third quarter.
Yeah.
One of the worst beats you can imagine.
It was going to hit easy. What did hit last night, Ryan? This is where we diverged. I took the either or triple double. Luka had me covered.
Also, Luka was insane.
Yoke points for a second. Should have been an easy dub. He had 2 3-point attempts, and he fell 4 short. There were a couple opportunities where I'm thinking, okay, he gets the inbound, they'll foul him. We get 2 here, we can get another 2. Just wasn't our night on those props.
No, it really wasn't our night. I was anti Gary Harris. He hit his threes. He also had first bucket.
In a second, Gary had his 2 threes, like that.
It's a one that's been at a rate recently. I won't touch it. I'm not gonna do that to the people. I'm not gonna do that to Gary Harris.
Exactly.
Okay, I had some more actions because of last night was so bad. That's a terrible strategy, but it is the one I'm employing. So I'm obviously in on Mikko already.
Yeah.
Again, I'm going back to the well on Avs 60-minute line. Why? Narrative game. Can't go 3-4. Just can't start 3-4. Mm-hmm. Not acceptable. So you have to go back to the well on that. The Avs will get it done tonight.
Do you think it's such a statement game that the spread is even intriguing?
No, I don't touch the spread. The 60-minute line is already enough of a gamble. You're already cutting off a little bit of your potential.
Yeah, it's true.
Last thing you need is a 2-goal lead, and they pull the goalie and they score 1 to cut it with it, and you're just like, are you serious? Or, I don't know. There's a lot of ways to lose a puck line.
Yeah.
I feel like the 60-minute line, while you're value hunting, you still should win if you pick the better team on the night most nights.
Yeah. Well, and your team. This isn't some random. It's a narrative game, and it's the Sharks, who aren't the same Sharks, and they just got kind of shut down in the last game. They're going to be hungry for some goals in this one.
Yep, absolutely. Quickly, shout out to DraftKings Sportsbook. While Dre, you can look up and see if there's anything else we're interested in here. You can sign up and get a sign-up bonus up to $1,000 when you go to DraftKings Sportsbook and use the code DNVR at sign-up. Get in on all these awesome boosts. And our guy Austin tweeted this at us the other night, just saying, like, they're going to have so much for the Super Bowl. Like, I just know there's going to be a ton of fun. And they've already tossed us a 55% parlay boost for Super Bowl 55. Or not a parlay boost, just a straight-up profit boost, which, of course, I was thinking we could use for the March to $1 million. So that's always exciting. And there's just always so many different things at DraftKings Sportsbook that'll get you right. So sign up, use the code DNVR. Of course, you must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. Deposit bonus requires a 25x playthrough and restrictions do apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Okay.
I want to ask you if this prop line is cheese, because I don't think this has been in the plus all year, but Nathan McKinnon 2 points or more is now plus 120.
I think it has been in the plus.
Okay. That seems kind of automatic.
2 points, man. I don't know.
I know. But if you think they're going to come out smoking, Nate's going to be the catalyst in that. It's going to be, a lot of power play opportunities. It's going to be a lot of opportunities on his line. So,
I'm just so... What I've learned about hockey is there's just, like, you just can't count on the puck going in the net.
It's so true.
All the points, the goals, all of that, it's all so much of a crapshoot. And like on nights like the other night for the Avs, where Gibson is just standing on his head, you get into this, late second period, you don't have a point yet. It's just like, man, it's never going to happen. So I'm just going to remain a shots guy. But you could go in on Nathan McKinnon over 3.5 shots at -200. Not great value, but a win's a win.
He's got 24 shots on the season. He's gone over 3.5 all but one game. He is also 5-1.
So they offer three. They offer three players for the Avs every night. It's Mikko, Landy, and Gabe. If you've hit all three of those guys every night,
yep.
You are 15 and no, you are.
Yeah, I think you had that right. 15-3, right?
Yeah,
aren't they all 5-1? Yeah,
they're all 5-1. 15-3. Obviously, you're not getting a lot. Like you wouldn't be up 15 units, but you'd be up at least 10.
Yeah. You're sacrificing. You're just winning a half unit on the Mac ones, but still, right. That's pretty nice. And so, rather than lay in on the 3+ points with Mac and go value hunting, I'm going to take the safer 2+ points. For a minute there, he was on a 3-game streak of two or more points every game. He slowed down the last couple. I think he's due. So,
I am 1-0 or maybe 2-0 when I bet on Mac to get the shots. So I'm going to get in on that tonight. And I will continue to leave Gabe alone. Grant here saying Sharks goaltending is trash. Take Mac over 2. I'm sorry. I don't trust goals. I trust the Avs to win the game, but I just don't know how they're going to get there.
Good. No, I like this. A concerned RK, lacking confidence RK is a good RK. Is a profitable RK. Yes.
Many people have said this. In the odds boost category, Clippers, Rockets, and Jazz all to win plus 550. Who are their opponents tonight?
Clippers, Rockets, and Jazz. Huh? Interesting. So the Jazz take on the Knicks at home, 11.5 point favorites. The Rockets take on the Wizards in this weird John Wall revenge game in Houston, though, so it's not him back in Washington. The Clippers take on the pesky Atlanta Hawks. 6.5 point favorites. You're a bird guy. You get it. I've been back and forth on this. I kind of wanted to hammer like some Trae Young unders, but Trae Young's a pesky one, Trae Young's a guy who I could see getting up against the Clippers, and all of a sudden that's where your upset is.
Yeah. I mean, on the surface, this looks great, and you're getting it at 5.5 to 1, boosted up from a little under 5 to 1, but it just feels like such a trap.
It sure does. By the way, why I loved my parlay yesterday, there was a college basketball odds boost that had 2 of my 3 picks, and then the third pick was Iowa State, who I was going against. So I knew, I've got this perfect.
Right. In the NHL, Flyers, Avalanche, and Rangers.
Flyers taking on the Devils. I know AJ's been high on the Flyers. I like kind of what the Devils have going on as a pesky young team, but okay. And then who was the third team?
Rangers.
The Rangers. Now they're the dog on the puck line, but we're talking about a -106 versus a -109. They're taking on the Sabres. So that's your pick'em leg of that odds boost.
I got to be honest, I have a good gut feeling about that one.
Really?
Yep.
Ugh, man, I hate to say it, but for the sake of having fun, both of those kind of seem like a nice little Tuesday night play right there.
Put a half unit on each?
Yeah, there you go. One way or another, you'd be up a unit and a half.
If you win. If one of them wins.
Well, if one of them wins, yes.
Yeah. And then college basketball, just to finish off the odds boost category.
Yeah.
Alabama, UConn, and Duke all to win. That's only at plus 190, so that's got to be 3 heavy favorites.
Alabama, UConn, and Duke. Well, what's funny is UConn and Duke aren't even ranked. Alabama is ranked. They're going against a public favorite in Kentucky. So they're getting real intriguing here. They're giving you you go with the public on 2 of those, you fade the public on 1. This is one where I'd almost be tempted to fade that odds boost altogether, though I do like the Alabama pick. But
that one is wow. At only plus 190, that is cheesy.
yeah, and Duke's taking on Georgia Tech. Is UConn in the Big East still? Yeah, they're taking on Butler. So I mean, it's
like the worst blue blood of the season in Duke. UConn taking on the mid-major Kings.
Yep.
And Alabama taking on an original blue blood.
Right, a super talented Kentucky team, which like that's exactly the kind of team that terrifies you against a top 10 ranked conference opponent.
Yeah,
because they might be down on a regular night and be like, oh man, we're really like shit in the bed for what expectations were, but now you get up for this game against Bama, and also
I would almost fade the whole damn thing.
Exactly. UConn without their best player. Their best player is out for the year. So, yeah, boy, that's juicy. That's a juicy fade.
Wait, okay, let's just for science. For science, let's see what the odds would be. All right, let me pull it up here. So you've got Kentucky money line. You've got
Georgia Tech money line and Butler money line.
Butler money line.
Oh, and a bit of a Red River rivalry game.
Right. And that's a uni game. Oklahoma busting out brand new all black jerseys.
Oh.
So just keep an eye on that.
So those 3 money lines come out to plus 318. So plus 3,018.
2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm less. I like it less now. It's too much.
Yeah, it's on the money lines. It's too much, but those spreads might all be juicy.
So, yeah, I'm telling you, the hockey one's hitting. I don't know about the others.
I like both of those. In fact, I bet we need to jump on those sooner rather than later. Yeah, Red River rivalry. You got a leaning there?
Yeah, I'm telling you, Oklahoma, New Jersey's.
Oh, okay, sweet. Say no more. Sign me up. Even Dayton.
Well, hang on. Let me just
okay.
Let me just do some research here because I saw that they tweeted about him. I need to make sure they've never been worn before.
Oh, right, because jersey drop is a big thing. Allie, while this research is being done, have you thought of a first goal scorer for your beloved Colorado Avalanche? Because the people want to know.
Mikko Rantanen, feeling like he's going to score the first goal.
I like it. I think we're due.
Top line is going to be on fire. Like Ryan said, Nathan McKinnon is going to be on one. They didn't play a bad game on Sunday. It was just a really tough matchup with Gibson. So I think Mikko Rantanen's going to be angry. He's going to pass to his line mates. And I think Rantanen is going – I think McKinnon is going to be angry. And because of that, he's going to pass to his line mates, and Mikko is going to score. That's what I'm thinking. But also, Cale Makar is due for a goal. The fact that he has not scored yet is pretty crazy.
That is crazy. I was seeing Cale to get a point. Just 1 point is like minus 150. So you're getting decent value there for a guy that plays as much on the power play, and we kind of think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Ryan, everyone's waiting on bated breath here. What do you have?
Okay. Also, since Ryan keeps, I think I don't know, but I think Bowen Byram was also if you have odds for him to get a point, he's been unstoppable, like playing really well compared to what people expected to see from him. So,
all right, Trey.
Okay.
They are brand new, never been worn before.
Let's go.
All black. I mean, with some beautiful details on there, and most importantly, a Jordan logo on them.
Yes.
The Sooners are not losing in these.
They are Jordan Brand School. We do not have Bowen Byram points. Unfortunately, we would have him to score That might be too ambitious. I like that. I also think Dayton as a 9-point dog to St. Louis might be kind of sneaky. And I know Auburn has been incredibly profitable as of late. They've got a big player back. They're going against number 12 Mizzou, so that's an intriguing one as well.
Oh no. I'm seeing conflicting reports here, Dre.
Oh no.
I'm very confused. Someone tweeted, I had hoped that we scrapped these. I'm wondering if they maybe unveiled them, but they hadn't worn them yet. Because someone else said, where'd they say? The Blackout Jordan brand unis have finally arrived to the hardwood.
Okay, I like the sound of that.
Someone else responded to that person and said, aren't those the same away alternates that they wore last season?
Oh, see. Okay, this does sound like a last season dispute. Yeah, what do you think? What do you think, Ryan? There's so much turnover in college hoops. Does it still feel like a New Jersey against a top-ranked, your biggest rival, the ranked number 5 in the country? Are you going to get up for it and cover the spread? Also, your guys at Tennessee, those Tennessee Volunteers.
They're dead to me.
Oh, snap. They entered the you're dead to me category?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, shit. I didn't realize they'd graduated.
Yes,
okay. Okay, my bad.
They died. They volunteered themselves to be put into that category. Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. Honestly, I feel bad for even bringing it up.
I'm abandoning the Sooners uni game. Yeah, I'm out on it.
Damn.
I know. It's just there's not enough clear information. We don't have any experts in the comments. I don't know. I just don't know how we can, in confidence, take that bet.
Yeah, I mean, like a weather game, we can't give out advice on something we're just not 100% clear on. So we would advise maybe a little more. Maybe what if we did this, Ryan? A little tease with Georgia Tech, with Butler, with Kentucky, and then we could throw in, what I give out? Tennessee's dead to you, fine, but Auburn and Dayton?
Too many legs. A
little teaser-rooski? Oh, but yeah, you know what? It all made sense with the Sooners in there. Without the Sooners, I'd sooner rather not place that teaser.
It's gonna say sooner than later. It's gonna catch up to you. Our guy Sean here in the comments says Drake men's basketball 11-0 against the spread. They're in action tonight against Missouri State. Only 3.5-point favorites. Andre, do you have a lean?
Well, I'd love to have our guy Kale here to consult with him. I think Missouri State, he was mentioning, as one of the few teams that could really be a roadblock. That said, I'm letting it ride with Drake. When you get a streak like that, you just don't shut it down. And the thing about Drake is they're such a hot shooting team. They can really kind of light you up and turn a small spread into a big advantage quite quickly. So I'm just going to let it ride with Drake. In fact, thank you, Sean. I am going to throw them into my Sweetheart teaser parlay. Sweetheart basketball 7 points plus 404. Dayton becomes plus 16, Auburn plus 4, Georgia Tech plus 13, Butler plus 12.5, Kentucky plus 13.5, Drake plus 3.5. Easy.
My thoughts are with you.
Thanks, buddy.
So, okay, there we go. We got Mikko shots, Mac shots, Avs 60-minute line, and then a half unit on each of the NBA and NHL odds boosted parlays.
Yes, I'm getting in on all of that right now. And our gal, Ali Monroy, gave out Mikko first goal. So let's go.
Perfect. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for us today on DNVR Bets Daily. Shout out to everyone who tuned in. We love all the comments, and we shall talk to you tomorrow.